Hi, my name is Amanda, and today I will be explaining how type 1 and type 2 diabetes affect the body. Diabetes is a metabolic disorder in which the body cannot control glucose in a normal way. This may be because the pancreas is not secreting insulin, which is the case in type 1 diabetes, or maybe the pancreas is secreting insulin, however, it's not effective in the body, which is the case in type 2 diabetes. In today's society, diabetes is becoming more and more common. Therefore, I think it's very important that people understand diabetes in a manner that they can relate to. So I'm going to be using an analogy in order to more effectively try to explain it. Say you have one guy. We'll call him type 1. So he's thirsty, and he walks up to a vending machine, and he can see the water. However, he can't get it because he reaches into his pocket and he has no change. So he's unable to get in there in order to get the water. This would be representative of the pocket would be like pancreas, the change would be the insulin, and he's trying to stick it into the machine in order to convert his, get water to satisfy his thirst, which would be conversion of glucose to energy. So he's unable to do that because he doesn't have the insulin. So just like in the case of type 1 diabetes, he has to find an alternative route in order to satisfy the thirst. Therefore, let's say he has to go to a water fountain, which would be like having to use insulin injections in order to get the energy or get the body to convert the glucose to energy. So he has to go to the water fountain in order to satisfy his thirst. Okay, so that's type 1 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, the body doesn't effectively use the insulin. Therefore, say we have a different guy, and he walks up to the machine, and he's trying to get water, and he has the money. However, he only has a $1 bill. And the machine says it only takes correct change. Therefore, even though he has the insulin, he's unable to utilize it to make the energy because it can't get into the cells. So, things like diet and exercise can help control type 2 diabetes. And so, we'll say like exercise is somebody like walking by and he's able to take his $1 bill and convert it to 4 quarters. And that would be the equivalent of regulating it through diet and exercise. So once he gets his 4 quarters, he's able to take 3 of them, because the water's 75 cents, and stick it into the machine, and he's able to convert it into water and satisfy his thirst. So he's able to get his energy. So both of them are able to convert it. They just have to use different manners in order to do that. And it just depends on the individual which way is better, and the type of diabetes and which way is better in effectively control.